My beloved soul, I see you. Not just the image you project to the world, but the truth of your heart at this very moment. I see the anxiety that tightens your chest, the knot that forms in your stomach when the future seems uncertain. I see the dread that attacks you in the stillness of the night, when worries about health, family, and finances become giants in your mind. Fear has been an unwanted companion, telling lies of inability, painting scenarios of loss, and trying to paralyze your steps. You fight against it, try to be strong, but there are days when the exhaustion of the battle leaves you breathless, making you believe that this anxiety is your sentence. Today, I came to change this sentence. I came to tell you that your acquaintance with fear ends now. What I am about to show you next could transform your life, because it is not a promise for a distant future. It is a divine transaction that is happening in your present. I am, at this very moment, initiating a work of spiritual alchemy in you. I am changing your fear into strength. Not tomorrow, not after you overcome this. Now, your fear is not a sign of weakness. It is the point of contact for my power. The presence of fear in your life is not your shame. It is the invitation for my courage to be shown in you. You no longer need to fight fear alone. I do not ask you to stifle your dread by your own strength. I ask you to hand your dread over to me, and I will use it as the raw material to forge your most indestructible strength. Before continuing the message, write this statement of faith in the comments. My strength comes from God, and I overcome all fear. By typing these words, you are taking your fear and placing it on the altar of change. You are declaring your readiness for this divine exchange. Now, continuing the message, take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. I am not here to judge you for your fear. I am here to redeem it. Your vulnerability does not push me away, it attracts me. And my answer to your cry has already begun. My precious soul, for this change to occur, you need to understand the true nature of fear. Fear is an illusionist. It has no power of its own. Its only strength comes from your attention and your belief in it. It is a thief that feeds on your imagination, painting pictures of a catastrophic future that, most of the time, never happens. Your mind has been this illusionist stage. It makes you focus on the what if. What if I can't do it? What if something goes wrong? And every what if is a seed of paralysis that it plants in the garden of your soul. Today, I give you a new seed, one that has the power to choke the weeds of fear. It is the seed of but God. I may not be able to, but God can. Something might go wrong, but God can turn it to good. Your perspective is the battlefield. Fear wants you to focus on your limitation. I want you to focus on my infinitude. The change of fear into strength begins with this simple yet powerful shift of focus. It is not about trying not to feel afraid. It is about choosing, despite the fear, to focus on me. It is like Peter, who, when called to walk on water, succeeded as long as he kept his eyes on Jesus. The moment he looked at the storm, at the fear, he began to sink. I am your safe focus amid any storm. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, I trust in the Lord. By doing this, you are deliberately turning your face from the storm to the face of your Savior. It is your act of faith that activates my hand to sustain you. If this message has touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click Super Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Continuing on, fear thrives in the unknown future. Strength blooms in my known presence in the now. Every time your mind tries to travel to the territory of anxiety, bring it gently back to the reality of this moment, this breath, where I am with you. My grace is available for your today, not for your fears of tomorrow. By dwelling in the present with me, you cut off fear's food source, and it begins to die of starvation. My blessed soul, where does your new strength come from? It is not a fabrication of yours. It is not a product of your willpower. True strength, the strength that remains, is a gift of my grace, a fruit of my presence in you. The strength I am forging in you is not the brute force that asserts itself, but the serene strength that endures. It is the strength of an oak tree, whose deep roots keep it firm regardless of the violence of the wind. And your roots, at this very moment, are deepening in me. Your new strength is not the absence of vulnerability. It is the power that is perfected in it. You thought being strong was not needing anyone. I show you that true strength is the humble acknowledgement of your need for me. It is in your surrender, in your Father I can't, that my I can do all things strength finds the space to flow. The transformation of fear into strength is a process of exchange. You hand me your weakness, and I give you my strength. You hand me your anxiety, and I give you my peace. You hand me your fear, and I clothe you with my courage. This exchange is happening now at the level of your spirit. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now. Thus, you receive more messages of light and inspiration directly to your heart. And before we proceed, let me guide you to something I have prepared to strengthen your faith even more. If you feel you need inner healing, spiritual reconnection, purpose, and prosperity aligned with my heart, there is a 31-day path waiting for you. Each day of this walk was created so I can speak to you more deeply and personally. If you wish to follow this path, the link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Now, let's continue the message. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you have been waiting for is in this verse, Isaiah 41:10, which says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This is not a mere promise. It is the description of our transaction now. I am holding you. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and I am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that God's victorious hand is also holding them. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light. You will not have to try to be strong. You will simply discover that you are, because my strength has become yours. The situations that once paralyzed you will lose their power, not because they changed, but because you changed. My beloved soul, for this divine exchange to be complete, we need to pull out the roots that have been feeding the tree of fear in your heart. And the two deepest roots are guilt and unforgiveness. Guilt for past mistakes is a root that feeds the fear of failing again, the fear of punishment, the fear of not being worthy of my help. The accuser's voice uses your failures to tell you that you deserve to be anxious, that your situation is a consequence of your actions. My child, hear my voice, which is louder than the accuser's. Where you see guilt, I see a debt that has already been paid on the cross. Where you see shame, I see an opportunity for my grace to shine. I do not condemn you, therefore do not condemn yourself. Unforgiveness for past hurts is a root that feeds the fear of being hurt again. When you hold on to the pain of a betrayal, an abandonment, your heart builds a wall to protect itself. And this wall, which seems like security, is actually a prison. It prevents you from opening up to the new, to love, to trust, for fear that the pain will repeat itself. Today, we are going to pull out these roots. And the tool for this is forgiveness. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love and say, "I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By forgiving those who hurt you, you are not absolving the person. You are freeing yourself. You are saying, "Your mistake will no longer have the power to dictate my future emotions. I hand this pain over to God and choose to walk forward with an open heart." And by forgiving yourself, you are accepting my grace, which is the foundation of your new strength. A heart forgiven and that forgives is a free heart, and a free heart is a strong heart. My precious soul, this new strength that is born of your surrender is not passive. It is evident in a new and courageous way of acting. Where before fear made you retreat, your new strength will make you advance. Think of that difficult conversation you have been avoiding. Fear told you to be silent. Your new strength, which is my love in action through you, will give you the right words, calmness in your heart, and the boldness to speak the truth with grace. Where before fear made you conform, your new strength will make you stand firm. You will no longer be afraid to express your convictions, to set healthy boundaries, to say no to what violates your peace. Your strength will not be aggressive but assertive, born of the security of someone who knows that her identity is in me and not in the approval of others. Where before fear made you cling to control, your new strength will teach you to let go. You have tried to control every detail of your life and the lives of those you love, and that has left you exhausted. Your new strength is the courage to hand over control to me, to trust that my hands are wiser and more capable. And in this surrender, you will find a freedom and peace that control could never give you. Where before fear made you hide, your new strength will make you shine. The fear of being judged or of failing may have kept you from using your gifts, from pursuing your dreams. Your new strength will propel you out of your comfort zone, to try, to risk, to live fully. Because you will know that your security is not in success, but in my presence that accompanies you, both in victory and in the lesson learned. Your life, which may have been tied down by fear, is being unbound now for a new dance of freedom and power. My blessed soul, this strength I am forging in you is not just for your own building up. It has a kingdom purpose. I am changing you from a frightened sheep into a courageous shepherd. And a shepherd uses her strength to protect and guide the flock. Your family needs your new strength. They need a matriarch who is not swayed by the winds of fear, but who is an anchor of peace and faith. Your calmness amid the storm will be their refuge. Your trust in me will give them permission to also trust. Your community needs your new strength. There are other sheep around you who are also being tormented by the wolves of fear. Your story of change, of how I changed your fear into strength, will become your testimony. And your testimony will be the weapon you use to defend others, to show them that victory over fear is possible. You will become a mentor of courage, not by your words, but by your life. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple "Lord, may your strength in me be a shield for those who are afraid," is a prayer that aligns your personal transformation with my heart for the world. What the enemy intended to be your prison of fear, I am changing into your fortress of ministry. Your greatest weakness is becoming your greatest authority. I am not just curing you of fear, I am commissioning you as a warrior against it, in my name. My precious soul, for this new strength to become your constant reality, it needs to be nourished. It is a muscle that strengthens with daily practice, and your training is simple, yet powerful. Your first practice is morning dedication. Every morning before your day begins, dedicate your strength to me. Say, "Father, I do not trust in my own strength, but in yours. Fill me today. May every step I take be in your strength, not mine." This act of daily dependence is what keeps the channel of my strength open in your life. Your second practice is courageous action. Every day, look for a small opportunity to act despite the fear. It might be something as simple as making a phone call you dreaded, or expressing an opinion you would usually keep quiet. Every small act of courage is a weight lift for your faith muscle, and it gets stronger with each repetition. Your third practice is the faith diet. You cannot become strong if you continue to feed on a diet of fear. Be selective with the information you consume. Limit your exposure to news and conversations that generate anxiety. Instead, saturate your mind with my word, with testimonies of victory, with praise that exalts my power. Feed your faith, and your fear will starve. And your final practice is nightly gratitude. Every night, thank me for every moment of the day you felt my strength sustaining you. Gratitude is what seals the work of the day, and what positions you to receive a new measure of strength the next morning. Dedication, action, diet, and gratitude. This is the rhythm of a strong life, not in yourself, but in me. My beloved soul, we have reached the end of our time of transaction and the beginning of your new life of power. The decree has been released. The exchange has been made. Your fear was placed on the altar, and my strength has been poured over you. Together, we unmasked the illusion of fear, cleansed its roots with forgiveness, and embraced your new identity of serene strength and courageous purpose. Now, your inner reality has changed, and your outer reality will follow. For my part, I promise you, my strength will be your daily portion. I will never again let you fight alone. I will be the wind beneath your wings, the ground beneath your feet, the fire in your heart. Your part, my child, my warrior, is simply to walk in this new strength. It is to refuse to return to the old identity of fear. It is to practice your new authority until it becomes your second nature. It is to live not as someone who is trying to be strong, but as someone who is already inhabited by the source of all strength. Leave this meeting of ours and stand up. Feel the new firmness in your knees. Feel the new calm in your heart. Feel the new authority in your spirit. Fear is no longer your master. I am. And my governance is one of peace, power, and a courage that the world cannot give, nor take away. Go, and be strong in the Lord. If this message resonated with you and with your situation, write in the comments, "I am strong in the Lord and in the power of His might." Your words strengthen your faith and also light the way for others who need this light. Share your experiences in the comments. And before we close, I need to guide you to something I have prepared especially for you. I have seen your search for inner healing, for spiritual reconnection, for a new purpose, and for prosperity that comes from my hands. None of this is by chance. When your heart cries out, I open pathways. That is why, through this channel, I have set before you a guided 31-day path, a process where, daily, I can speak more deeply to your spirit. This is not just an ebook, it is a road to restoration, alignment, and growth, created to strengthen your faith, renew your hope, and open doors you never imagined. If you feel this calling, access the link I have left in the description and also in the first pinned comment of this video. Begin this walk of healing, reconnection, purpose, and prosperity today. I will be with you on every page, guiding your steps and illuminating your way. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.